Just do this to start with, just not in Bulerías time, but just one with the finger on to start with. When you activate this, the finger's always on, but the subsequent accents, the finger's off on the accent, but the first downstroke is on to activate it. So you've got, without moving this yet, just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Through this, I'm going to say. You've got to remember some pull-offs in some places, and you've got to remember there's this, and then you've got to remember there's an upstroke, put the finger on. You have to remember it like a piece, but when you know all these bits and pieces, it's just a mixture of all these things that you can just hear a few times and then start to muck about, and it'll come much quicker that way, more natural way. Because then you can improvise it. because you know the feel of this, where the accents come in, where you can finish, go back, without actually memorising it. But then if you like one particular one, you might need to memorise it, but it wouldn't take as long if you wanted to reuse it, because you can improvise with this sort of thing. But you have to know first this, and then it's from the 12, and then this, and then you would have to learn also this one, but regular. You can try and practice that now, you can double compass we were doing before, but with the pull-off, and then you can start practicing getting it with rasgueada, for example. 1, 2, 3. Set variation, but by the time you've already know the whole thing, you're already learning this. The rest is what you already know. And after a while, you realise that if you can do that on just 3, 1, 2, 3, you do it again when it comes to 3 again. So it's things that you could sort of work out. But it needs, and then once you've done quite a few things with that, then you can start to pick up other people's ones quicker, more complex ones, or maybe come across your own ones.
What did you start in on 12? And then you said you can go back and get on 3.
On this, that's on 1.
Is it
Yeah.
when you start on 1? It's on the preceding 11?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but again, but it's still sort of there. It's still keeping time. You're still keeping time. You have to sometimes sacrifice in order to make this sound clean. You wouldn't want to complicate it anymore. So I'm rushing into that because it doesn't give it any space. This is much nicer coming. It feels like it comes out of nowhere.
The one we saw yesterday, this one.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Delay,
you can do that.
so
You can do that. So it ends on 3.
Yeah.
Was that back? Those fingers. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can do anything that gets you to the 3 essentially. Because remember, it's about just getting to that place. So.
You like punch 3, 1, 2, 3, then you went that.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
That's really great, man, isn't it? You did it yesterday in that one.
Do you mean Okay, maybe we'll do that in a minute.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a good one. Yeah.
It's always very attractive.
To join that, yeah, once, because again, everything's compartmentalised, except these ones now. You start to join one onto the other, but then there's lots of different ways to go from the end of one compass to the other, which makes it.
That always makes you stand up like that when you do it. I think,